Hey everyone, Sly47 here. Now, today I actually wanted to cover an old video and update it because I've moved, changed things up in my setup, and I wanted to show off how I particularly stream and record and edit videos in order to help educate people who want to actually start doing this for World of Warship's Blitz or really any game in general. So I'm going to show off my setup. Love to know your setups in the comment section down below, how you exactly do it, or any questions that you have for streaming, recording, editing, or anything like that. But let's jump into it. Okay, so first up, I thought I'd show my side of the view and exactly how I have things set up. This is my desk right here. As you can see, it went with a whole different lighting solution. We had these from our old place because it was a dungeon, so to light them up, now we're just using it for stream lights. These are the old stream lights right there in the back. I'm going to be selling those, but as you can tell, still obviously we're moving, and with that, sorry about the cable management. I'll fix it up later in all the boxes. It's just kind of how it works. So as we go over here, my desktop is Project Calypsy. It's my third one that I've built. And then, of course, we've got that. You can see me on screen. Hello. And like that. This is exactly how I would look at my view when I stream. I've got chat right there. And then I'd also have another chat for YouTube because there's a bug right now. And I got Discord right there. And there's the ROG phone sitting on top right there, connected via these cables directly to the computer so that way I can stream and mirror my screen on there so I can play and look at the screen instead of looking at the phone type of idea. But yeah, I got two cameras right there. So one camera is specifically for the stream, so that basically it can, show me off. And then the other camera would be so that basically Pigbay or anyone else that I might be doing Rulers of the Wave with, that one's right there so that they can see me in real time. Now, for storage and everything, all those purposes, I've got a 4 TB hard drive right here. A few people actually got to see exactly how I sort things out and do everything. I cleared off nearly a terabyte from last year. That was pretty fun. These right here, I bought these during a sale, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a diffusion bar, or put these in a diffusion bar and put them up on the wall right here in the background, because what I want to do is I want to get rid of the occlusion view that I have right here. So basically, you can see how it blocks out the background. What I want to do is actually have a full background and have a 47 on the wall right there. I think that'd be pretty cool. Probably get some other stuff, got to clear some stuff out from the move. Obviously, if you can't tell, things are still in flux, including, once again, all that cable management right there. And just in case I get thirsty at all during it, I've got my caffeination station and my liquor cabinet right there, or our liquor cabinet, I should say. Star is going to kill me for that statement. But yeah, this is the room and everything. This is my setup. I'll make sure I put up Calypsy specs on screen, so if anyone wants to build a similar desktop or anything like that. But yeah, this is the setup from my view. Let's go over back to recording Sly, I guess. That'd probably be the right word. Okay, back to the desktop. Let's actually talk about how everything and how it all works and such. So actually, right here, that's where chat would be for me on Streamlabs whenever I'm recording on this. So with this software, I've got everything that I can do. I can stream to multiple platforms. I could just record a video. It's exactly what I'm doing right now, just simply recording it. Everything. I use Streamlabs. It's a great software for a one and done, very simple and easy to use. I would suggest that if you are just streaming to one place and you are a little more technical in capability, OBS is a great software too. It's a little bit more lightweight, but you do have to kind of learn the individual things, whereas Streamlabs kind of does a lot for you off the bat, which is super nice. So if you are looking for that, you can pay for it. It will pay, cost, I think it's like $150 a year, and that will actually give you the ability to stream to multiple platforms. But you can use Restream and a few other software with OBS in order to do basically the same thing. I was planning on switching to OBS. I've kind of changed my thought after actually looking at cost of everything and management of everything on doing that. It's not as much of a savings as I thought, so I'm sticking with Streamlabs for right now to do this. Let me actually close this so you're not having to see me a billion times on screen. Now let's quickly go over how do I exactly stream from one area over to the next and such. So I have two things. I've got the phone hooked up via USB-C and the audio, so that basically I have it going right to the screen right here. Because I have a software called Scrippy. So Scrippy works with all platforms, so you actually can use this on anywhere you want. But this software is great. It's very lightweight. It works with multiple different screen types and everything. I have mine set up so it exactly pops up the exact same way every single time. It works well, and you can kind of interact by typing and also touching the screen with your mouse. That's why sometimes you can see me use my mouse, but also I can move my mouse and use my fingers to move the screen around. So from there, the next software that I want to bring up is Shotcut. This is a free editing software. I actually have the French Battleship gift card review up. So as you can see, it's a lot going on within a minute. Shorts actually end up probably taking longer to edit than most full like 30-minute videos. Sometimes it's insane. But yeah, this is exactly what it all looks like on my end when it's a finished product. A lot of the time you'll see when you're putting things in there, you're clipping things apart. These things are massive files. You've got, one at some points, especially with music, you can have as long as 45-hour long music bits that you're just going to take a little bit from there. I use a whole thing where I've slowly downloaded all of my jokes, music, everything like that. As you can see, there's a lot going on there. I still need to clean this up, but it'll happen eventually. There's a lot going on there. I will say that eventually I will switch over to Adobe Premiere. It is a better software if you have that available, but of course it does cost money, and I just got to budget and make sure that all works. Now, some people actually have asked me how I actually pull down these videos from YouTube and everything. You use 9convert in order to pull these videos down into MP3 or MP4 files, depending on how much quality you want out of them and everything. You can do that. You just slap in a YouTube link and pretty much you download it immediately. That's basically the quickest and fastest way to do it, in my opinion. You do need to kind of clean up the names, as you can tell in the jokes folder. There's a lot of 9convert.com, that's this. It's like, yeah, you need to, I'll eventually go through and clean that all up. Now, right here, a lot of people saw previously in that clip, you actually saw my backup right here. So video backup right here, you can see this is exactly how I set things up and keep things together. I do have a video archive now for 2021, 2022. A lot of things to save and a lot of things to hold. But of course, you got to keep things clean when you actually are dealing with this much data. It did end up deleting nearly a terabyte of information for last year's of 2022. But going back to here, for anyone who is looking to be a content creator, record often and always click that record button, because whenever you don't have that record button clicked and recording, you will always drop a massive game, okay? It happens. It pisses us all off. We've all been there. So just understand, try to record as much as possible, and you're going to be deleting a lot because, yeah, it's just maybe not that much of an interesting game, but you'll still be able to catch the ones that actually matter. That's always fun. Especially with stream, I do have a stream playlist that I actually use for just any videos, anything for actual live streams. I moved it to local. It's actually all on my computer. This is with Groove Music, just some free software from Windows, whatever. But I was using a YouTube Music playlist, but I felt that maybe that was unfortunately cutting into my bandwidth and causing issues with the stream. So I particularly said, no, I'm going to stop doing that. Discord, of course, you'll want to get yourself a Discord eventually. I will say that if you want a streaming hub and you want to start your streaming career on my server, definitely, I'll build you a little hub here. I'll add you to the other creators list right here so that you can upload your videos and everything. I love to support smaller creators. That's what other creators did for me, and the whole reason why I am as large as I am today, and I just want to return the favor to others that are looking to potentially come up and join the ranks of the community contributors for WoWsBlitz or any other game you are looking at becoming. Now, before I talk about a last few items on the streaming software side of things, I do want to say to the content creators and live streamers, my best thing I will tell you is be consistent. If you can be consistent, then the algorithm will work for you. It's exactly the reason why I literally upload videos at a particular time of day. What it allows for a lot of the algorithm to work with you and say, hey, I'm going to have this video uploaded at this time, therefore I can sell those ad spots. And now the algorithm actively wants to sell your video to more people to get more people to watch it. So be consistent. It's exactly what reason why I used to just stream on Wednesdays, and that was it. Just consistently, always around 5 o'clock at those times, so that therefore YouTube can go, hey, this person's consistently doing it, therefore I'm going to sell those videos and I'm going to do more stuff like that. So if you are, be consistent, schedule a video out 2-3 weeks in advance, and if all of a sudden you realize that you've got a bank of videos built up, now you can then go, hey, I'm going to shorten up my time frame and release more often, schedule them and put them up into a schedule that fits your life. That way you don't burn yourself out too much. And I know there's a lot of people that do that, where they upload 5-6 videos, release them pretty quickly, and then all of a sudden there's a delay in making next videos, with life. It happens. So more importantly is find a schedule that works for you so that you can upload at a consistent rate and basis, so that YouTube works with you, so you can continue on growing your channel and getting more views and getting more people in your community. So last few items on here that I want to talk about is NVIDIA broadcast. If you are going to stream to a computer, this one is really key and critical. If you have a NVIDIA graphics card, this allows you to actually have noise removal, echo removal on your mics, so that basically it kind of scans it. I could literally have a fan right next to me, just loud as all can be, and this thing will still remove it. There's a great Linus Tech Tips video on this type of software. It's hilarious how much it actually removes. You can also have it go through on your speakers, and then of course this is exactly how I actually do the camera work here. So this will actually do a background removal. So if I just quickly turn it off, hi, this is me in the total background. Turn it back on, bada bing, bada boom, it shows how it all looks. Now the next thing that I want to do is ear trumpet. So sound is key and critical to your streaming and everything needs. So right here, actually I'm gonna have to probably pop this back up. Let me quickly grab Streamlabs and lower my display here. Let me quickly remove that. So ear trumpet, this allows me to have control over all the volumes for all the programs on every single item. This one down here is that audio in for the phone. I actually have it only at 1, and it's actually just perfectly loud enough. It's fun fact that actually if I turn this up, you'll all hear what I actually hear during most of the stream, which is a slight whine. It almost comes off like a tinnitus in your ear type of area. That's why occasionally I ask people if they can hear that on stream, to make sure, because I pretty much always can hear it no matter how low I put it. Eventually I'll figure out why my phone's doing that or what's going on there. It's just a pain in the butt to try to fix, and I've tried to. If anyone does know how to fix that, that'd be awesome. But yeah, if I turn this up during streams, you'll hear this constant little whine in the background from my phone. It's fun times, lots of alcohol required. But yeah, ear trumpet, it's amazing and really helps out, clear up your entire sound and everything, because of course when you are using Discord, you're going to want to make sure that everyone's volumes is to their mics, so you're not actually having someone come in and blast you with the amount of volume that they are deciding to speak at on stream and blow everyone's ears out. Okay, so now finally I did want to talk about one of the bigger changes of the entire year is this. So this is BlueStacks. I used to run this. This software can be incredibly buggy. For some it works, it doesn't. And if you want to stream and play on PC, I actually do have my entire keyboard setup that I have. I do know actually Boblin has a more complex one, so if you want to get a little more into it, maybe go check him out. He's an awesome other content creator. But yeah, so you can see you can play the game on BlueStacks. It works quite well, though I will say that eventually you might start having issues, but it's up to whether or not you're lucky or unlucky. Who knows what's going to happen, but I'm just glad I can get off this. It got really buggy for me. I'm talking double-digit crash counters at times on stream, and now with, of course, the ROG phone, I now don't have to worry about that anymore, at least almost at all. So the game doesn't crash for me. I can just play it, and I can play on my phone, or I can just show it up on screen. It makes it a lot easier. But of course, if you need something to stream on and your phone can't handle sometimes everything going on with mirroring and playing the game all at the same time, BlueStacks might be the option for you to play a mobile game on stream. If you have any other questions on exactly how all this stuff is set up, would love to know your questions down below. And of course, if you stream or you're a content creator, love to know your setups, because of course we all have differing ideas and differing setups that work within our life and our kind of situations for live streaming and or content creations. I'd love to know in the comment section down below, and hopefully this was very informative for those who may or may not be up and coming content creators. Love to try to help out and grow your community, so message me if you are doing that. Other than that, I think that's it. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you all for the love and support. Special shout out to the Patreon supporters and super chatters. Thank you all just for the support of getting off of BlueStacks, because this is the major change. I do still actually have BlueStacks downloaded. You can use BlueStacks as that, but it just dies after a while if you ask anyone. So that was the great thing. I could remove the crash counter from actually being on screen, because that one doesn't happen anymore. But Thank you so much for all the love and support, everyone. Hopefully your new year is going well. Have a good one. Peace.